get the fuck out of my house, cocking your arm back with you within a foot or foot and a half, that a reasonable person would fear. Well, she said she felt threatened.
So you stated that this dog jumped over you?
Yes.
So,
Behind me, he was threatened. He felt threatened. He could feel the tension. You know.
all right, I'd ask you not to speculate on what the dog can feel, but what kind of chair were you sitting in? A couch.
And I was sitting at the edge of the.
Okay. Do you know if the dog, did it have to claw up on the back of the couch?
Well, we moved it back to the couch.
So the dog completely jumped from the ground and completely scaled the couch and landed on Mr. James.
Sitting behind me on the couch. They were literally sitting right behind me, just watching happily.
I see. So the dog, from sitting on the couch, gets up from the couch and then.
Well, no, he didn't get up. He lunged. Like boom.
Okay.
So he was trying to strike me. So the dog threatened. The dog obviously threatened.
And your testimony was a raised fist with no forward movement, right?
Right.
So talking about the house a little bit more. So just to be clear, there are separate front doors for your part of the house and for Sheila and Scott's part of the house.
Yes, I believe they just took the entrance apart to where they could open that door. Because they had it locked off.
But the answer to my question is yes, separate front doors,
Yes.
separate keys.
Yeah.
Yes. And you paid rent for your part of the house to Sheila James, wife of Scott.
Not at that present moment. I was in the midst of setting the pay her. I had $50 for her. That was what the argument was over. And he took over $150.
Okay, that's not my question. My question is about payment of rent. Let me, since there seems to be some problem with payment, let me ask this.
Well, you get to the colloquy, it's editorial here, you should ask questions and not make his own comments.
I'm ready with my questions.
Go ahead.
You were expected to pay rent to Sheila James for staying at the
I was
house.
giving them $50 each time I got paid. She
Okay,
said she was writing it down. I asked her to show it to me. She never showed it to me. I had the $50 the night that all happened. I had the $50 to give to her.
and the $50 that you were expected to pay to Miss James each time you got paid is for the privilege of you living at that house.
Yes.
You don't own the house.
No, I don't own this.
Sheila is essentially your landlord.
That's what you don't say. She don't want to move in. And
For payment of rent.
at the very first time, she said I didn't have to pay. I helped her get the house together because it was trash.
But after you moved in, an expectation of payment of rent
Right.
was established. Yes.
Yes.
Did you ever have a lease?
No.
No. And the understanding was that you were paying rent for your side of the house. Like you didn't have let me say this. You never had a right to sleep in Scott and Sheila's bedroom.
No, why would I do that? I have my own space and we're not a couple or anything.
Right. And so you certainly have no intimate relationship with Scott James, with Sheila James.
No.
Neither of them are your blood relatives. And did you say that there was a door that was screwed shut in the house? What door would that be?
The main door that goes to the actual living room.
So is that to say that the door is screwed shut in order to block passage from your side of the house to their side of the house?
Yes.
And
But it's mainly more for security reasons for the animals.
okay, understood. So you did mention that you were upset. You believed that Mr. James had stolen your groceries.
Yes.
And what led you to believe that?
Because of the
Let me
blood.
move this dark, it's another bad apple, it has nothing to do with this case. It's irrelevant anyway.
Irrelevant, or the relevance? Thank you.
Mr. Hughes and Ms. James are in the process of evicting you, is that right, Ms. Yance? I'm safe to say you do not want to be evicted?
If I fix it, get it caught up with rent, I just can't afford large amounts.
Nothing further.
No regret.
All right, so I'm still confused about the living situation. Were there portions of the house that you all use commonly? Okay, all right, so the bathroom was a shared bathroom. The kitchen was a shared kitchen. All right, you had a bedroom that they stayed out of the bedroom. They had a bedroom, you stayed out of that bedroom. All right, any questions as a follow-up?
If I could, Your Honor. Did your section of the house have its own bathroom that was maybe not in working order?
No,
No bathroom?
I put a commode in there.
I see. Did your side of the house have its own kitchen or kitchenette? Kitchen. Did your side of the home?
I prepared one, I use my appliances, put them on the table. Because I don't want no interaction with them. With, arguing and fighting. I'm trying to say.
Okay, that, you answered. I think.
Bless you. You can step down. Watch your step on the ramp. Raise, swear affirm that to, swear, I was gonna put you on a bond. Swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth today?
Yes, sir.
Have a seat.
Yeah, you're,
Please.
sir.
Yes.
Dr. Guttenberg, good to see you.
You, sir.
How do you spell your last name?
Bedendorf.
Sir, with respect to this case, are you able to tell the judge the formal or recorded addresses of both the complaining witness and the defendant?
Yeah, it's a single family home broken into multiple parts.
So is there
Yeah,
one
I see.
recorded addresses?
One address,
What's that address?
41835 Tyler Road,
Do your reports show where Lisa lived and complaining?
at 41835 Tyler Road.
And what about the defendant?
The same, 41835 Tyler Road.
Thank you.
Mr. Martin?
Detective Bedendorf, you obviously come across situations where a single address is split into separate units, right?
Come across where people rent rooms out of a house, yes.
Right.
But it's not listed as the address. It's listed as the main address.
Okay. Just because there may not be unit numbers or separate addresses attached to an address in your training experience, that doesn't mean that people are automatically living together.
So I don't answer that.
All right, nothing further, thank you.
Is there any type of insignia beyond the address like 41185, 41835A and 41835B?
No, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
You can step down. Anything else from the people, Mr. Kaplan? Defense witnesses?
None.
I'm ready for argument.
Not the crime of the century, but two issues. First, your job already mentioned, but first question is, was there an assault? If there was not an assault, then the case falls. Judge, although the defendant did not strike the victim, he placed her in fear of suffering battery. As we know, an assault is either an attempted battery or an attempt to place a person in fear of suffering a battery. When he's right in her face, Judge, with the fists clenched, and they're having a conversation which is acrimonious, that's the type of conduct that would lead her reasonably to believe that she's going to be the victim of an assault. So if Your Honor does find there's an assault, the question is the proper charge domestic violence or an assault and battery? Statute says if they're members of the same household, it's domestic violence. In this case, you've heard that they both live at 41835 Tyler. There's only one address. She has the run of she can enter almost every other room in that house. It's like a household. It's an unusual living situation, but we think it's enough to qualify as a question of fact as to whether domestic violence occurred.
Judge, couple things. First, I'd like to rehash what the testimony about this purported assault was. I think it was a little embellished just then by Prosecutor Kaplan. Not that, she said about a foot and a half away, while Mr. James was standing and while Ms. Jans was sitting. So that, if you also factor in the height difference, the space of the height, standing versus sitting, in addition to the distance away of their bodies, about a foot and a half, I think that undercuts that this was fear of an immediate battle. I mean, if I'm obviously this is a larger space, but if I'm doing this to you, saying, Judge Oakley, I'm going to punch you, my position, that's definitely not an immediate battery, because how could I I can't immediately get over there and punch you in the face. At this point, I'm just taunting. And I since there was no follow through, Miss Jans testified that there was never any forward movement of that fist, even according to taking everything she said at face value. I don't know if you even have an assault there. And then the other issue, I don't think there's even a question of fact about whether this is a domestic relationship. You don't need separate addresses, you don't need unit numbers, you don't need insignia to establish that someone lives in one part of a house and someone lives in another part of the house. They even screwed shut a door to establish this is your space, this is your space.
That wasn't the testimony. The testimony was the door was shut to keep the animals from roaming. That was the testimony.
Well, we also have separate front entrances. We have separate keys. Yes, these people know each other. Yes, these people sometimes welcome each other into each other's spaces. But it might not be the Ritz, but she's self-sufficient in her side of the house, a little kitchenette, uses a commode. Nothing bars her from living that way. So, she's living independently.
Is there no case law that defines a household?
I would ask the prosecutor the same question.
I'm asking you both. Because that's the question. What makes a household? Shared space?
I think the most natural reading of household means either it's a family unit or people who have really voluntarily chosen as co-lessees in the same space to be roommates.
Well, that's what these people have done. That's what these people have done. They're roommates. I even asked her, so you're roommates? She said, yeah. They're sharing common space. They share a kitchen. They share a bathroom. The fact that they've got two different entrances into all those spaces doesn't lessen the fact that there's common area. It's probably a fact issue. I think there's enough there. So I think a reasonable person could see that as an imminent threat. And as far as this is a household or is it not, to meet the definition of the statute, that's up to the trier of fact to decide. Binding over. 2 weeks out, Counsel, I'm curious how that hashes out downtown on the household. There's got to be some case law on that.
I'll find some.
I mean, this can't be the first time this issue's been up.
Wash, but I mean, these things are so, case by case.
Yeah. Of course, the anomaly is this one's a serious domestic now, right? Because it's a third. You're running the mill misdemeanor domestic. Nobody's making case law on those.
And he's on probation, so I know who the circuit court judge will be.
Yeah.
And not saying that I...
Get the fuck out of my house, cocking your arm back with you within a foot or foot and a half that a reasonable person would fear well. She said she felt threatened, so you stated that this dog jumped over you. Yes. So he was behind me. He was threatened. He felt threatened. He could feel the tension, all right. I'd ask you not to speculate on what the dog can feel on, but what kind of Chad? Or were you city? Nong in a couch, now sitting at the edge of it. Okay, do you know if the dog did it have to claw up on the back of the couch? Well, we can move the back of the couch, so the dog completely jumped from the ground and completely scaled the couch and landed on Mr. James sitting behind him on the couch. You're literally sitting right behind me just watching.
Judge and books by the cover, but I just don't think that would serve.
Yeah, this is more serious than the average domestic. I'm interested if you find anything.
Wash on the case that you backed over. actually, if it's someone's good. It was that was granted by Judge Nicole Casca. And
What were the issues?
it was a officer credibility in terms of identifying my client during a fleeing traffic stop. It was a fleeing where the officer barely saw the driver, claims to identify.
I think I remember that one. He identified the driver as they were like in the cars. Yeah.
There was a part of the officer's testimony that judge thought showed him not to be credible, which is basically like, oh, he said, oh yeah, as I was approaching the car, I saw that the window was still rolled down. But then during the exam, we were able to look at the footage that showed that the window was totally rolled up.
Okay.
The officer approached.
Okay.
Newly robed Judge Casca ruled in my favor.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
But no, I don't think it's Jesus case will similar fate. We just need to put that on track.
No,
You can sit down.
Mr. Tappan's busting that up.
Right. Give it another 2 minutes before I move to dismiss for simple lack of prosecution.
Mr. Mark, you got like all respect for me, just a minute ago, that comment, I just don't know. Okay. You can't hold this back.
Gentlemen, appearances on the people versus Joseph.
Yes.
Can I verify that the witness is not here?
Sure. Sure. Have a seat, fellas. Do you swear or affirm do you swear or affirm to accurately translate between English and Spanish, Spanish and English so we can discuss this file today? Let her know what we talked about.
Your name's? My name, my name for the record, Eric Heisey. I'm the judge.
All right, Mr. Ma'am, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch?
Yeah,
Was it daughter?
sister.
Sister. Did your sister help translate so you understood what you were discussing?
Yeah.
Right. Did you also discuss the possible penalty for the charge? Did you understand that? Understand, on August 12th, was your license valid?
No, Your Honor. She actually did allow it unless she came in.
She actually did that. Huh. Did you let somebody drive your car? Did they have a license? Satisfied? What should I know about Ms. Pizarro before I sentence?
She was with her, Sandy. We're going to adjourn his case. He's just at the process now, getting the license. We both, I think,
Anything you want me to know before I sentence you?
no.
Fines and costs, $300. Can you pay that today?
Yeah.
Mr. Heisey, if you could help her through that cashier process, that would be nice. Eduardo Quinones, Quinoness. Mr. Williford?
Yes.
Are you going forward today?
Yes, can you hear me?
without an attorney?
Yes.
You've talked to the prosecutor, correct?
Yes.
And you've decided you're going to plead guilty to the charge from June 23, 25?
Yes.
You understand your rights and the options those rights give you?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalty?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
On that date, did you try to take some merchandise from a store without paying for it at the airport?
Yes.
What was the merchandise?
A pair of headphones.
I will accept your plea. Are you working?
No.
When's the last time you worked?
Beginning of this year.
So it's been 10 months?
Yes, due to the current layoffs with the government.
Okay, so who were you working with?
Workforce Development Program in Philadelphia as a program manager.
How long had you been with the company?
5 years.
All right, anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you?
No, Your Honor.
Fines and costs on the file, $550. Can you pay that online today?
No.
When?
I believe within 2 weeks I should be able to, or a payment plan will suffice.
I want a due date, so tell me when you can pay $550.
Hold on, can I open my calendar? Let's see. I want to say the first of the month of November, the 1st of November.
First Friday is the 7th, that's plenty of time.
Yes.
You won't get more. Good luck.
Thank you.
He's in here. The attorney's here.
Green? Good morning.
Deanna Philippi, 82378 on behalf of Mr. Green. Take it to the board.
Good morning. All right, I understand that Mr. Green is going to plead guilty to the charge from October 29, 24.
Due to lack of memory.
Okay, all right. So, Mr. Green, you understand your rights and options after talking to counsel? And you understand the possible penalty, yes?
Yeah.
No, yeah? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you understand that when you say no contest, you're literally saying to me, Judge, I'm not fighting the charge against me. That means if I can find the facts that support the plea, you'll be sentenced. Do you understand all that?
I pick up a lot of scratches, sir. So
Okay. Did you understand what I said? Okay. Are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily? Counsel, I'll be ready when you are. Step back. Michael
yeah.
Matos Morena.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Spanish interpreter.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will accurately translate between Spanish and English, English and Spanish so we can discuss this file today?
I do.
All right, let him know what we talked about. Sir, are you going forward today without an attorney?
Yes.
Looks like you met with the prosecutor and you've agreed to plead responsible to a third charge of double parking. Is that correct?
Yes.
Looks like you've also agreed to pay $230 fines and costs on that file. Is that also correct? Can you pay that today? All right, I will accept your plea to the third charge, the added charge. I will dismiss both of the original charges that were issued to you. I'll send you fellas downstairs to deal with the cashier.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Counsel, we think we're ready now?
Yes, Judge, Mr. Green just wants to set a matter for trial.
Okay. Mr. Green, you understand that you have the right to a bench trial or a jury trial? You understand the difference? All right, what do you want? Okay. Yep.
I can make sure it's a good date for you. But yeah, okay.
For House Counsel too.
All right.
Mia Dixon.
Madam Judge, can you tell him he has fingerprint order?
That's not, doesn't apply now, yeah.
Who is this, I'm sorry?
Dixon. First name Mia. Good morning. Are you going forward today without an attorney? All right. You've agreed to plead responsible to a civil infraction, double parking, correct? You've agreed to pay fines and costs of $400, also correct? And the prosecutor wants me to dismiss both of the original charges that were issued to you on July 29. That's the way you want to resolve this today? All right. Let's do it on the B file, Heather. And Miss Dixon, can you pay that $400 today? Go downstairs and talk about your options with them. If the money doesn't get paid, then these misdemeanors are back up on your, need to be dealt with, understood? And, all right, Miss Hightower, did you discuss your rights with counsel?
Yes.
You understand those rights and the options presented? You understand the possible penalty for today's charge? And you understand that when you say no contest, you're literally saying, Judge, I'm not fighting the charge. You understand that? And if I could find a factual basis that supports your plea, then there'll be a sentencing. You understand that?
Yes.
And based on what I see on paper, the sentencing will be a delayed sentence. All right. In understanding all of this, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yeah.
All right. Counsel, I think there's enough facts in the remarks section of the appearance ticket.
I would stipulate the percent.
All right. I'll accept the plea. What should I know about the nice lady before I set the terms?
She was very nervous today, and she's as you can see. I tell her she's only 24 years old, she's retired from the auto industry, never been in trouble in her lessons. She's self-humiliated to no end.
All right. So Ms. Hightower, I've been doing this a long time. When I see some 20-year-old kid in front of me that's got a retail fraud, I don't have the same concerns I do when I see somebody your age. This was not normal behavior for you. There was something going on in your life. What was going on? Are you past it? I mean, you were stressed. You were dealing with some stressors back on August 11th, right? Have you talked about it, Mr. Jones?
We have talked about
Are
it.
you satisfied that she's got whatever help she needs?
Yeah, sometimes you have to, people just accept, people feel that instead of, ignoring it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've talked before, focused on strategy.
Right. But she's on it. She's got a plan. Okay. All right.
This is not what she wants to be associated with.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's not.
Especially with grandchildren.
Yeah. Well, that's a tough conversation, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Anything you want me to tell, or anything you want to tell me before I sentence you? Oh, I got that. I can tell by looking at it, this ain't who she is. Yeah.
I gotta tell you, she's literally the most self-humiliating person I do.
Yeah. Well, give yourself some grace too. I mean, whatever was going on in August, just make sure you're dealing with it appropriately. All right. Okay. I'm a big fan of counseling. Huge fan of counseling. You know how much better the world would be if every adult had the time and money to sit down with a trained, objective listener once every 2 weeks for 50 minutes?
Try to put soccer lines and those two types of people in the world. Because people who need help, they who need help.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's really true. That's really, because we're all broken. All right. Anything else? All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. You can keep your nose clean for another 6 months, right? Okay. So I'll delay sentence for that time period. I'm going to assess court costs of $300. Can you pay it today?
Yes.
Go down and see my cashier. She'll smile when she takes your money, and then go away and sin no more forever. Have a nice day. Always a pleasure, Mr. Jones. Are you ready, Mr. Beck? Are you ready?
Is this an adjournment, Judge?
Oh, all right. Stay seated. She's just doing the paperwork. Love the shirt. Give me a name. Again?
Okay. Just that church.
Oh, don't have it.
I have.
How about you?
He's a Spanish interpreter.
Yep.
He's wait for the.
So we're not ready on his? All right. Does anybody have anything ready?
No attorneys.
Dion Harper II. Mr. Harper, are you going forward today without an attorney?